Hello, my friend. Let me tell you a true story. Her name was Doris, 74, fiercely independent and sharp as a tack. She prided herself on eating healthy, cooking every meal at home, and walking every morning with her little rescue dog, Max. But then something changed. It began with stiffness in her knees. Then her balance started to falter. One morning, she tripped on a curb and fractured her wrist. Her daughter rushed her to the hospital, but tests showed no stroke, no arthritis flare, just a mystery decline. The answer didn't come from a doctor. It came from a nutritionist. As it turned out, Doris was unknowingly eating vegetables that were silently damaging her joints, circulation, and even her nerves. Vegetables she thought were healthy. Vegetables you probably have in your kitchen right now. And that's why I'm begging you to watch this all the way through. Because you might be doing the same thing. As we age, our bodies change. Foods that were once harmless or even helpful can start working against us. Certain vegetables can quietly increase inflammation, weaken our legs, strain our heart, and damage the very systems that keep us mobile and independent. In this video, I'll reveal 5 common vegetables seniors should avoid and why they could be harming your circulation, your balance, and your nervous system without you even knowing. But don't worry, we're not just cutting things out. I'll also share 5 powerful vegetables you should eat every week to protect your brain, your bones, your energy, and your ability to live life on your own terms. If you've ever felt unsteady on your feet, noticed strange nerve tingling, or had sudden digestive issues, this message is for you. And no, this isn't about fear. It's about clarity, awareness, empowerment. You deserve to know which vegetables are quietly draining your strength and which ones can help you rebuild it. So take a deep breath, grab a notepad, and stay with me. Because what you're about to hear could save you from your next fall, your next flare-up, or even your next emergency room visit. Let's begin. Simple scientific explanation. Aging changes everything, especially how your body responds to food. When we're young, our systems are more resilient. Our blood vessels are flexible, our digestion is strong, and our immune defenses recover quickly. But after 65, even healthy-looking foods can turn into hidden threats. That's because the aging body becomes more sensitive to certain compounds found in vegetables. Compounds that may not bother a younger person at all. Let's take a look at what's really happening beneath the surface. First, there's inflammation, the silent villain behind many age-related problems like joint stiffness, nerve pain, and poor circulation. Some vegetables contain natural chemicals, such as solanine or lectins, which can trigger inflammation in sensitive older adults. Others, like canned or overprocessed vegetables, carry hidden sodium or preservatives that raise blood pressure and stress the heart. Next, your digestive efficiency declines with age. That means your stomach produces less acid, your gut slows down, and your ability to absorb nutrients weakens. So even if a vegetable contains helpful vitamins, overcooking it or eating it in a form that interferes with digestion can leave you bloated, undernourished, or fatigued. There's also the issue of blood sugar and circulation. Vegetables like white potatoes are high on the glycemic index. For seniors, this can mean dangerous blood sugar spikes, insulin resistance, and eventually damage to the small blood vessels in your legs and feet. When those vessels weaken, it becomes harder to stay steady, warm, and balanced on your feet. And finally, there's nerve sensitivity. Some compounds in raw vegetables can disrupt nerve function in the hands and feet, causing tingling, numbness, or slower reflexes, all of which increase your risk of falls. The key takeaway? Just because it's called a vegetable doesn't mean it's good for you, not at this stage of life. That's why it's so important to know which vegetables support your aging body and which ones quietly work against it. In the next section, we'll walk through 5 vegetables you may be eating every week, vegetables that could be silently sabotaging your balance, your joints, and even your heart. Let's take a closer look, starting with one you've probably been told is harmless your whole life. 1. White potatoes. Let's start with one of the most popular and most silently harmful vegetables on senior dinner plates. White potatoes. They're warm, comforting, and deeply familiar. Mashed, baked, or fried, they've been a staple for decades. But for seniors, especially those with circulation or balance issues, White potatoes can be surprisingly dangerous. Here's why. White potatoes are high on the glycemic index, meaning they cause your blood sugar to spike quickly after eating. When this happens, your insulin goes into overdrive. Over time, that sugar spike leads to inflammation and damage to your arteries, especially the small blood vessels in your legs and feet. The result? Cold feet, tingling, numbness, and poor circulation. And when your legs and feet can't get proper blood flow, your balance and mobility suffer. That's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults over 65. And what you eat can either protect your stability or put it at risk. Worse yet, white potatoes are often served with butter, salt, oil, or deep fried, turning them into an even more inflammatory food. Many frozen or packaged healthy meals hide white potatoes as a cheap filler, making them easy to consume without even realizing it. Now, this doesn't mean you can never have potatoes again, but it does mean you should seriously limit or replace white potatoes with better options like sweet potatoes, which offer antioxidants and fiber without the sugar spike. Because no vegetable is worth the risk of weakening your legs or losing your independence. 2. Canned green beans. Next up, canned green beans. They seem harmless, easy to prepare, affordable, and often recommended as a convenient source of greens. But for older adults, canned green beans may be doing more harm than good. The problem isn't the beans themselves, it's what's hidden inside the can. Most canned green beans are packed with excess sodium, which acts like a sponge in your bloodstream. Too much sodium causes your body to hold onto water, which increases your blood pressure and puts added strain on your heart. That means more swelling in your legs and feet, more pressure on your circulatory system, and a greater risk of heart attack or stroke, especially for seniors already managing hypertension or taking water pills. And it doesn't stop there. Many canned vegetables are preserved using BPA-lined cans and chemical additives that can disrupt hormones and increase inflammation over time. Even if you rinse them, it doesn't eliminate the problem entirely. For someone in their 70s or 80s, whose body is more sensitive to fluid retention and vascular pressure, that extra salt can sneak in silently and do damage without warning. If your pantry is filled with canned veggies, check the labels. Look for low sodium or no salt added versions, or better yet, opt for fresh, frozen, or steamed green beans instead. They taste better, protect your heart, and help you stay light on your feet. Because what's convenient now should never cost you your well-being later. 3. Eggplant. Eggplant is often praised for its rich flavor and versatility, whether roasted, grilled, or layered in casseroles. But few people realize this dark, glossy vegetable may be a hidden source of joint pain and muscle stiffness in older adults. The issue lies in a naturally occurring chemical called solanine, found in eggplant and other members of the nightshade family. In people with sensitivities, especially seniors with existing joint issues, solanine can trigger inflammation in the muscles and joints. That inflammation may not cause a dramatic flare-up, but instead a slow, nagging stiffness that makes daily movement harder. Over time, basic tasks like climbing stairs, bending down, or walking longer distances can become uncomfortable or even painful. And unfortunately, eggplant provides very little in the way of anti-inflammatory nutrients to balance that effect. It's a vegetable that delivers flavor, but not the joint support your body truly needs at this stage of life. If you've been eating eggplant regularly and notice aching knees, stiff hips, or sore lower back muscles, it may not be just aging. It could be your body reacting to something it can no longer tolerate well. For seniors especially, inflammation can accumulate silently, and eggplant may be quietly adding to the burden. Instead, consider swapping it out for vegetables with joint-supporting properties, like steamed spinach or lightly cooked carrots, because every bite either feeds the fire or helps calm it down. 4. Overcooked broccoli. You've likely been told your whole life to eat your broccoli, and that advice still holds true. But how you prepare broccoli makes a world of difference. For many seniors, broccoli is often boiled to softness to make it easier to chew. But that extra softness comes at a serious cost: the loss of essential nutrients. When overcooked, broccoli loses much of its vitamin C, sulforaphane, and digestive enzymes. Three critical components that fight inflammation, protect cells, and aid digestion. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that boiling or microwaving broccoli for more than 5 minutes can destroy up to 60% of its health benefits. And when seniors already struggle with slower digestion and reduced enzyme production, that loss becomes even more damaging. Overcooked broccoli can also ferment in the gut, causing gas, bloating, and discomfort, especially in those with slower intestinal transit. That leads to a vicious cycle. You avoid broccoli because it causes discomfort, and in doing so, you miss out on one of the most powerful disease-fighting vegetables available. Worse still, many senior-friendly meals serve broccoli without any healthy fats, like olive oil, which help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin K. So even if some nutrients remain, your body might not be able to use them effectively. The fix is simple. Lightly steam broccoli for just 2 to 3 minutes. You'll preserve its vibrant color, powerful compounds, and make it easier to digest, all while protecting your joints, bones, and energy. Because what you eat matters, but so does how you cook it. 5. Green bell peppers. At first glance, green bell peppers seem like the perfect vegetable. Crisp, colorful, and low in calories. You'll find them in salads, stir-fries, and veggie trays across America. But for many older adults, green bell peppers may be silently irritating the gut and weakening the nervous system. The issue lies in compounds called lectins, naturally occurring plant proteins that can irritate the lining of the digestive tract. While younger people may tolerate lectins without much trouble, seniors often experience heightened sensitivity as gut integrity weakens with age. Over time, these compounds can promote low-grade inflammation in the intestines, leading to symptoms like bloating, gas, cramping, or even irregular bowel habits. But the gut isn't the only concern. Lectin-related inflammation has been linked to nerve dysfunction as well. Seniors who regularly eat green bell peppers may begin to experience subtle signs like tingling in the hands or feet, shaky legs, or slower reflexes, often mistaken as just getting older. What's worse is that raw green peppers, commonly eaten in salads, contain the highest levels of active lectins. That means the form many think is healthiest might actually be the most problematic, especially for seniors already dealing with digestive or nerve-related issues. And as this inflammation builds, it can interfere with nutrient absorption, leading to deficiencies in magnesium, vitamin B12, and other essential nutrients for balance, muscle strength, and brain function. If you've noticed digestive discomfort or unusual nerve sensations, it's worth taking a break from green bell peppers. Instead, opt for red, orange, or yellow peppers, which are lower in lectins and higher in antioxidants. Because sometimes the foods that look most harmless are the ones doing the most harm. The Healing 5. Vegetables that support your brain, bones, and balance. Now that we've covered the vegetables you should avoid, let's talk about the good news. The vegetables that can help heal your body, protect your brain, and preserve your independence as you age. These aren't exotic superfoods or hard-to-find supplements. These are simple, everyday vegetables. But when chosen and prepared wisely, they can become powerful tools in your healthy aging journey. Let's begin with one of the most brain-protective greens you can eat. 1. Spinach, the brain booster. Spinach is a leafy green loaded with nitrates and folate, both of which enhance blood flow to the brain and improve cognitive clarity. That means better memory, quicker thinking, and reduced brain fog. Spinach is also rich in vitamin K, lutein, and antioxidants, which protect brain cells from age-related decline. In studies, seniors who consumed leafy greens like spinach regularly scored significantly better on memory tests, functioning as if they were nearly a decade younger mentally. Toss a handful into scrambled eggs or soups for a delicious, brain-nourishing meal. 2. Broccoli, your joint and bone defender. When lightly steamed, broccoli becomes one of the best defenses against inflammation and bone weakness. It contains sulforaphane, a compound that calms inflammation at the cellular level, helping relieve joint pain and stiffness. It also provides calcium and vitamin K, which work together to support strong bones and reduce fracture risk. Add a few florets to stir-fry or enjoy as a steamed side to support movement, strength, and balance. 3. Red bell peppers, vision, and immunity enhancer. Red bell peppers are more than just colorful. They're a vision-protecting powerhouse, packed with vitamin C, beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin. They help safeguard your eyes from age-related macular degeneration and maintain sharp central vision. Studies show seniors who consume higher levels of these antioxidants experience clearer eyesight and fewer vision issues later in life. Red peppers also strengthen the immune system, helping you fight off infections more effectively. Enjoy them sliced raw, roasted, or in a hearty vegetable soup. 4. Kale, the heart and circulation champion. Often overlooked, kale is a circulation superstar. It's rich in vitamin K and nitrates, which help keep arteries flexible and reduce blood pressure naturally. For seniors, this means better oxygen flow to the muscles, brain, and organs, leading to more energy and reduced fatigue. Kale also contains powerful antioxidants like quercetin, which protect against oxidative stress in the blood vessels. Lightly saute kale with olive oil or add to a smoothie to nourish your heart and revitalize your day. 5. Carrots, the balance and coordination protector. Carrots may be known for eye health, but they're also critical for maintaining neuromuscular coordination. With a potent mix of beta-carotene, vitamin B6, and potassium, carrots support the communication between your brain and muscles, improving your reflexes, balance, and walking confidence. They also help reduce cramping and keep your energy steady throughout the day. Crunch on them raw, roast them with herbs, or blend into a warming soup. Each of these 5 vegetables supports a different part of your body, but together they form a nutritional safety net that protects your mind, muscles, vision, digestion, and mobility. The best part? They're easy to find, simple to prepare, and deeply healing if you let them be. A simple shift that could change everything. If you're like most seniors, you've spent a lifetime trying to eat well, stay active, and take care of the people you love. You've been told over and over that vegetables are good for you, and most of the time that's true. But here's what no one tells you. As you age, your body changes, and so should your food choices. What once gave you energy and strength might now be quietly stealing it. The tingling in your feet, the sudden bloating, the unexplained stiffness in your joints. It's not always just aging. Sometimes it's the foods you thought were helping that are now hurting your body's delicate balance. But here's the beauty of it all. With just a few simple changes, you can begin to heal. You can start feeding your brain the nutrients it craves, supporting your legs so they stay steady, and protecting your heart from unnecessary strain. You don't need a complicated diet. You just need to know what to keep and what to let go. When you swap out inflammation-triggering vegetables for those that calm, nourish, and strengthen, you're not just avoiding pain. You're taking back control. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, feeling steadier when you walk, and knowing that what's on your plate is helping, not hurting you. That's what this message is about. Not fear, not guilt, just empowerment. Because you still have so much living to do. And every meal is a new chance to support the strong, sharp, capable version of yourself. From plate to power. Take the first step today. Now that you know which vegetables to avoid and which to embrace, it's time to take that knowledge and put it into action. Start small. Open your refrigerator or pantry and take a look. Do you have canned green beans, white potatoes, or raw green bell peppers sitting there? If so, make a conscious choice today to set them aside. Swap them for a bunch of crisp spinach, a bag of fresh carrots, or a head of vibrant broccoli. Then plan one meal this week using your new knowledge. Maybe you saute kale in olive oil with garlic for dinner, or toss spinach into your morning omelet. Maybe you roast some carrots with a pinch of sea salt instead of reaching for potatoes. Every choice matters. This isn't about dieting. It's about nourishing your independence, supporting your balance, your brain, and your body with food that loves you back. Print this list. Share it with your spouse, your caregiver, your children. Use it when you shop. Let it guide your kitchen, not just for today, but for the long haul. You deserve to feel steady on your feet, sharp in your mind, and strong in your body. And it starts right here with the food on your plate. If this video sparks something inside you, a concern, a realization, or even hope, Don't let it fade. Talk about it, make a change. And most of all, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you love might be struggling with unexplained pain, poor balance, or mental fog. This information could be the very thing that helps them find clarity, comfort, and healing again. You are not powerless, and you are not too old to change. You are just one decision away from feeling more alive than you have in years.